Okay, so we are back, and now we are going to add the ribbon. So this is the ribbon that I chose to do, and I'm actually going to do a layer of two. I always use the colors that are kind of like less used. So I already have the thing spaced out, and what you'll need is the ribbon, of course, scissors, hot glue gun. I got this from Walmart for $5.99, and I actually include 10 high temp glue sticks. And this as well I got from Walmart. I think this was about $15.99, and it actually helps when measuring because obviously you can see the space, distance, and everything else, but I actually use this for when I'm sewing something. So let's go ahead and get the ribbon measured and cut. Now for the bottom canvas to be attached to the top, I always do 5 inches for one strip and 5 inches for the other. So I'm going to measure 10. And what you can do is take this ribbon and do the same thing. Now, we're going to glue them together. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I usually use 1.5 inch ribbon for my door hangers. The 7/8 inch, which is the gold, is too thin, and it'll look kind of empty. I don't know if that's the best way to explain it. Now, we're going to fold this in half. Okay, so we have that. Now, let's flip this over. And you see, this is why I like the canvases from Hobby Lobby, because you can actually write it on there, and if you have like multiple orders like what I get, I can actually put if it's a Facebook order or a website order, so I can go back and make sure that I'm making the child's name correct and the colors, the theme, everything else like that. So I make sure I write that stuff down on the back. Okay, now I actually space mine about 2.5 inches apart. The bigger ones I space a little bit more, but that's just me. Everyone has different things that they do. So, and you see, this is why I do the 5 inches, so there can actually be extra to hang over. Because if you cut it too short, then you're going to be left with ribbon that you might not know what to use with, and all that. So I would rather have a little extra than less. Alright, now for this side, and I forgot to mention how I space it out is each square is 1 inch, and what I do is 1 inch and then to the third line, which is 3/4. So put glue on one side and you press really good and hard, because if you don't, it's just going to come right up. Oh man, the joys of having children. Alright, now for the top. And how I do this is I try to make sure it has, like some people say, hang to it. So I really just measure it to see how it looks with a certain amount, and then I Every door hanger would be different because there's different sizes that I do. But this is just something, well, how I do it. Like I said, there's other ways that other people do it. This is just how I do it. And again, you're going to take your other one. Measure and cut right at the mark. Now with this one, you do not have to glue the entire strip on, just basically the ends. Now, you see? And what we do, what we're gonna do is I'll line it up on the sides, make sure it's even. I'm OCD like that. You don't have to do this, but I do it. 1, 2, 3 squares, so that's 3, and I put it right there at the corner, and I glue it down. And then you take the other one and do the exact same thing on the next side. So now we have the ribbon attached. Wow, as my children say. So you see, it is actually longer than this, which this is 24 inches.